Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have the Fool. Beautiful Fool energy. This is freedom. This is transcendence. This is really the change in your life, right? You're embarking on this new energy. I feel like you've taken off all of your baggage, right? You've just taken everything off and you're walking free. Yeah, I feel like you're emerging from something with this really open and accepting and a very adventurous kind of attitude. Yeah. Let's see what's going on around this Fool. Let's see what it is we are transcending. What is it that we are embarking upon? Well, we've got Moon energy. I feel like you're taking an adventure kind of out into the unknown. You know, to me, this is kind of you're going walkabout. You're going on a bit of a vision quest here. We're embarking on a new adventure, and we don't know exactly what it's going to be like. And see, this is that wilderness, right? Princess of Pentacles. We've got the Devil energy behind us, the Chariot energy above us, and your Power card in front of you. You are taking a journey to your very best self, your Power card. That is what you are doing. And I think the Devil card is what you're getting away from. This was some sort of this was something that was keeping you locked in, something that was keeping you chained down, right? This is something that really was binding you. And now you're choosing to go wander through the forest alone rather than stay here. This was something that was not good for you. Okay. This was perhaps somebody else's energy and it was containing you, right? This could have been another situation. It could have been a job thing, family thing. You are going toward your true self. You are becoming who you were meant to be by getting away from this. And to me, maybe it feels like a family thing a little bit. We've got that Chariot card up there. Okay. You realize in this wilderness there are a lot of scary things that you're going to encounter, a lot of parts of yourself that you need to deal with, there's a lot of uncertainty here. The one thing that is certain is that in this dark exploration, in this wilderness, you will find yourself. Okay, you will find yourself. And maybe this is really finding your true self, finding your guardian angel, finding your higher self, finding your ancestors, spirit guide, right? It's a journey toward spirit. It's a journey toward your essential divine self, right? But there's a physical component here too. So it's something that may be work-related, maybe family-related. Let's keep going. Six of Cups. Princess of Cups. And High Priestess. Yeah, definitely the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. A lot of watery kind of energies right here, right? Even the High Priestess, it has these watery colors. It's a moon card. It's related to the full moon. And the full moon kind of has this watery energy too. So it's very intuitive, very dreamy over here. And even, of course, the moon card here. This is the new moon. This is the idea that you're venturing out into the unknown, but it won't be unknown for long. This is you receiving the light, right? And it's the light of your higher self that's shining and illuminating this journey for you, right? This is very nice. This is very nice. You have a connection with storms. They got some air with this Fool energy, the water here. I feel like storms are very significant for you. And I don't know if you're attracted to like thunder and lightning storms, or if rain and storms of that nature have always been rather attractive to you, if you find there's something magical in storms, right? That's what Spirit's showing me. Gosh, this looks really good. The Six of Cups here in your general energy. This is the pleasure, the tranquility. This is feeling like we have made the right connections. This is that feeling you get when you realize you made the right move. It feels good. It feels, there's just this, I don't know, there's like this overwhelming relief, but then there's this surge of kind of euphoria, right? There's this pleasure in knowing that you did the right thing, you're in the right place, you made the right move, okay? With the Chariot and the Devil, I feel like you are getting away from something that is toxic to you, something that is holding you back. This was you fixed in this energy, fixed in some sort of, I don't know if it was a family thing, a relationship thing. It could be a work thing. It was something that was really limiting your creativity, limiting your progress, limiting physically, I think, like limiting where you were able to go in life. Yeah. So I don't know exactly what that was. We've got a lot of major arcana cards here today. And that to me feels significant. Feels like this is a spiritual time in your life where it is essential that you meet with your Hierophant, right? Whether this is ancestor, spirit guide, higher self, true self, God, goddess, deity, universal mind. This might even be, well, in a very practical way, getting out of this job, going back to school, right? There's a learning here. There is this accepting now. We're in this. The Fool is a very curious energy. And the Fool is saying, I've got to follow the prompting of Spirit no matter what happens, right? No matter what effects it has on other people, you've got to follow the promptings of Spirit, okay? We try to minimize how it might affect others in our lives. We want to maintain the harmony, right, of the Six of Cups. But it's essential that you meet with this, I don't know if it's a mentor, a teacher, a professor. This is a learning experience. Okay, I don't know the setting. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like for you. It could be college, university. It could be a technical school. It could be us going to counseling or like psychotherapy even. This is, between these two, this is us putting ourselves, volunteering ourselves in a position of receiving wisdom. Okay? The Fool is empty. The Fool maybe is you saying, I'm going to forget everything I thought I knew about the world. I'm ready to learn. You know? What I was doing before with that devil energy wasn't good for me. Now I'm emptying myself out. The Fool is the Zero card, right? I'm emptying myself out. I'm ready to receive the blessings. I'm ready to receive the wisdom. This is very good. This could really change your life. Yeah, could really, really change your life. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put our very own Kelly Kapoor right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. Okay. If at any point during this reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise. All right. Spirit's telling me to ask about your shoes. What is the shoe thing with you? Two different sizes. If it's so, you just bought a funky style of shoe, or you just I don't know what it is. Maybe you need your walking shoes. Yeah, maybe you need your walking shoes. Maybe this is a journey of self-discovery that is taking you quite far away from where we've begun. Right, where we've begun. We have major, a lot of major arcana cards. We don't have any fire. We've got water here, and then of course the Hanged Man is water. The Pisces card here is water. The Cancer card is water. And even the High Priestess, that seems to me to be some watery, intuitive kind of energy. So a lot of suggested water energy here. We don't quite have any air except for the Fool. And the Fool is interesting because it's air, but it's empty air. It's empty space, right? It's an empty head, so to speak. This is us having gotten rid of all of our preconceived ideas, everything we thought we knew. I'm throwing it out the window. I'm ready to learn again. I'm ready to start this process all over again. I feel like this is a fresh start for you. I feel like you're changing your life by saying, I'm forgetting everything that's not working. I'm just dropping it. I'm just dropping. I'm emptying myself of all the BS, all the nonsense. And I'm ready to start over. Okay. So this is the air. It's the empty air. It's the clear air. Ready for new wisdom, new learning. We do have some earth energy. And in fact, these 3 cards are all earth cards. This is Capricorn, earth. This is your power card, Taurus. This is earth. And this is the princess of earth, right? This is everything. This is the key. This is the access. This is the one that grants you anything and everything. All you have to do is ask. And this is within you, this card. It's down beneath the surface. So it's kind of like you're realizing your own potential, your own resources. This is kind of saying, yeah, I can have the type of life that I want. I can change my life and create who I want to be and what I want to be doing. Just have to ask. Just have to speak the words. Find the teacher. And I don't know if it's a person, a mentor, teacher, or if it is a more subtle, more spiritual, more internal kind of teacher that is leading you toward those lessons in life, those learning experiences that you need, teaching you what you need to know as you start this life over again. It's kind of like we're just being reborn. We've got to learn everything all over again. But we're learning the right way. Right? Maybe this is all the stuff that you learned before, all of the learned behavior and the cultural imprints and all this kind of stuff. And we're letting it all go. Really changing our life here. Yeah. Spirit's telling me to ask about the karaoke singing. Is that something that you like to do, that's singing, karaoke? I used to like karaoke. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know why Spirit's telling me to ask about that, but I don't know if you have a funny karaoke story, or if it in some way relates to, well, it's kind of, and I don't like to try to interpret some of these, promptings that I get from Spirit, but sometimes they make sense. The Fool and the Moon card here. This is us kind of excited, kind of curious, ready for adventure. We've got this wanderlust. We want to go into that unknown. We want to do new things. We are excited to go where we've never been before. Learn something new, do something new, be somebody new. And I think that this is really you changing your life, your entire life, internally as well as externally. And I think that the Chariot card up here is talking about that kind of in a literal way. And it might even be saying, hey, you've got your car packed. You've got a full tank of gas. Go do something new. Go seek out that which is going to give you the experience that you're desiring in life. Okay? Because the Chariot really is, it's the protector of something. And as much as we say we're emptying ourselves out, we're throwing away all this baggage that doesn't serve us anymore, there's still that essential part of ourselves. Your spirit, your soul is always protected. Wherever it may go, right? Wherever, where you lay your head is home, right? Metallica reference there. No matter how empty the Fool becomes, the Fool is pure spirit. And your essential spirit, your soul is always going to be there. It's always going to be protected, right? And so the Chariot is kind of saying, hey, just, you're fortified. You're ready. You're prepared for this journey. You've got everything you need. All you got to do, really, the Fool's got to hop in the Chariot and then go into this dark wilderness and do this kind of exploration. So this could be really you switching careers. This could be you literally taking a break from something and going on a quest, going on a spiritual quest. But, maybe, going to Europe, backpacking around, or, I don't know, getting away from what we feel we have been chained to for so long. And maybe this is that kind of self-discovery where you have to assess if this was something even meant for you. Right? It doesn't necessarily, we're not guaranteeing that this was a toxic thing that you've got to break away from. It could be that you're feeling that way. A lot of feelings over here. You've got to go and take this trip, take this journey into yourself. You've got to kind of start over, start from scratch, and see if this is something you come back to. It's kind of like, if it comes back to you, it was meant for you. If you break away and go on this journey, if you end up back there, then it was meant for you. But you have to take this trip to find out. All right. Now let's go to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I appreciate that. The Six of Cups. The beauty, the harmony, the tranquility, the pleasure, the feeling that we get when we're connecting with the right things, the right stuff. This card's all about connection. And what we're choosing to connect with, and the feeling that we have. I don't think you had this Six of Cups feeling when you were connected with this devil energy. And maybe this was just grueling time at school. Maybe it was just like you've been in university, it feels like forever. And it's getting to be too much. And you're starting to wonder, because you're not feeling it so much anymore. Is this something I still want? Is this something that is meant for me? You need to take that break, find out. Find out. Okay? And the Chariot is kind of saying, look, things are going to be okay. If you take this time, if you take this journey of self-discovery, things are going to be fine one way or the other. Whether you end up back at university or you find something else that is more satisfying to your soul, everything is going to be okay. And I think that's really the courage that you need to go into this darkness. That moon is that uncertainty. Especially the new moon, this one, darkness. We don't know what's going to happen. If we leave this thing, you're leaving at night. You're leaving into the darkness. And that's something that requires a little bit of bravery. Right? It'd be easy to stay in this situation. And maybe it has been fairly easy for you to stay here because the prospect of breaking away from that and going into the unknown wasn't all that appealing. But now I think it's more appealing to do that than to stay. Because what we're looking for is what satisfies our soul. And not just, it's way more fun to be idling around town than it is to be in school. Yeah, of course. I'd rather stay home, from school than go to school sometimes. And that's not what this card is. This is and that's why we need the Hierophant. It has to be kind of a higher form of love and pleasure, right? This kind of satisfaction, this certainty, this knowing that we're doing the right thing. Yeah. And of course we see the High Priestess as that kind of confirmation. Yeah, as the confirmation that what we're doing, what we're feeling, we're getting the right information here. It's our intuition coming through. This is kind of the intuition, and this is the wisdom coming from outside. Inside and outside. And these two together kind of confirm each other. What we feel we're receiving from the universe, we check in with our own intuition, our own gut, our own spirit and soul, and we confirm. They kind of authenticate each other, right? And that's how we know that we're making the right connections here. And if you look, the Hanged Man and the High Priestess, they look very similar. They look like mirror images of each other, don't they? And I think that's true because once we have this kind of authentication, it's our job to go with it. And now this is the Hanged Man. This is the card that says you are immersing yourself in what this process, what this decision was. You're not trying to throw your ego into it and say, yeah, but I would really rather like to just sit home and watch YouTube or something. This is us accepting what is being given to us by Spirit, by our own intuition, our own instinct, and from outside kind of confirmations, even if our ego doesn't necessarily like it, you know? And this is kind of it. This is us accepting the decisions that are made here and going with that energy and not trying to resist that energy, right? So these are mirror images. What Spirit prompts us to do, we accept and we do it. Even if, our ego sometimes wants to argue with it. And I think in some ways that's the devil card back here, trying to tempt you back into these other things that you were doing that really weren't, maybe, the feeling anyway, is that they're not meant for you. That they're not part of your path. Right? Keeping us chained to something that really goes against the spiritual will within us. And so this is us asking for help and accepting help, right? And so we're trying to mirror in our own actions, human actions, what Spirit is providing for us. And see, that's the mirror image here. Now, the Princess of Cups is you out in the world exploring the different avenues. This is you wandering around the world, finding what makes you feel alive. It's kind of like, this is the card of our dreams. Long-term, lifetime, childhood dreams even. This card is about us connecting with those things, those dreams, those desires within us that have been there for a long time, that are very, very deep, that maybe go back to childhood. It's our inner child. As silly as they may be, this is us really tapping into and exploring these deep desires. You always wanted to be an astronaut, examine that, look at that, feel that. What does that feel like when you were a kid and that was your aspiration, This is us learning how to get in touch with those dreams again. It doesn't mean you have to go join the, space agency or anything. Maybe you do. I don't know. But it's more about getting in touch with that, trying to figure out what is it that you dream of nowadays. With a spirit, with a soul that is free from that devil energy, that is taking a break from that commitment, whatever it was, you're now free to dream. Maybe you've only been dreaming about this, about work, let's say. Well, this is you now letting your soul, letting yourself just dream and daydreams, nighttime dreams, fantasies, visions. Follow the synchronicities as well. And that's kind of what the mirror of these cards talks about too. The symbols that you experience internally, which are coming from this Empress, coming from your soul, your spirit, those internal symbols, you then find them and follow them in the external world. These two cards are the experience of synchronicity, and this is you realizing that your external world mirrors your internal world, your unconscious world, your dreams, right? And so this really is the potential energy here to completely change your entire life. A lot of major arcana cards here. This is a spiritual journey that you're on. With the Princess of Pentacles, it's unlimited. This is really, it's kind of, it's another princess, right? This is the idea that we probably had when we were kids, because I think a lot of us have been told this when we were kids. You can be anything you want. If you put your mind to it, if you commit to it, you can be anything in this world. Yeah. And I think this is really something that we have to get in touch with again. We can be anything we want in this world, in this life. What do I want? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? We've got to follow the dream. We've got to get in touch with the dream again so we can follow the dream. Yeah. Spirit's showing me a dance floor. You do some kind of dancing. Maybe you're just alone in your house or something, but I feel like you're a dancer. Yeah, I don't know professionally, or if you go to clubs or something, but dancing is something that you like to do. I feel like you haven't been dancing in a while. Yeah. Spirit's telling me start dancing again. Start dancing again. Let's check out the mystery card. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Kelly. Our very own Kelly Kapoor. Let's see. This, maybe we need some fire energy. That's the one thing we don't really have is fire. And we need something to really spark this path, Something, we need to light a fire under this Fool, right? Put a little bit of a flame to the feet here and get the feet moving again. Get you dancing again. Yeah. I'm thinking fire for the mystery card. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Oh yeah, 3 of Wands. There's some fire for you. This is also a question of identity, the 3 of Wands. Who are you? Who are you? What do you want? Where are you going? What are you doing? What is your work? What is your will? And that's what we're really trying to discover here. And I think that's why the Fool is the Fool is the emptiness, the 0. It's saying, I thought that's who I was. I'm not so sure anymore. I've got to empty myself out and see what comes in. Let go of everything that we thought we knew about ourselves. We're trying to discover our core identity, our self of selves, our true spirit, and what we want, who we want, who we want to be, where we want to be, and what we want to be doing. Yeah, this is kind of like in the Rider-Waite-Smith, this image reminds me of somebody that's been dropped off on a deserted island, right? And the ships are leaving, and they're just here thinking, I've got work to do. I've got to rebuild. I've got to build a home here. Yeah, we're letting all the ships. We're being dropped off somewhere that's barren and empty, and we've got to build something up. We've got to discover what's here and what we're going to create. Yeah. And I feel like this is within us. Yeah. Discovering that core identity and how we're going to be building on that. Very, very good energy. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, there's a link at the end of the video. There's one down in the video description. And there might even be one up here somewhere. I'm not sure. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I am here every day. Come back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.